students of class 9, welcome to our geography period. And in the previous section we studied about the mass movement, which is also called as mass wasting. We tried to understand rapid mass movement also. We also saw that how it an example of rapid mass movement which caused a terrible, a very horrific accident, an incident that took place in Marin village in the year 2014, on 30th of July 2014, where the weathered material got so heavy because of the addition of rainwater in it. It couldn't it couldn't just tolerate or bear the weight, so it swept away along with the force of the rainwater, and it actually completely buried the nearby adjacent village, which was named as Marin, which is in Pune. So the whole village was buried under a huge bulky mass, and so this is an example of rapid mass movement. Now further they say we are going to understand what slumping is. So further to this, it so happens, sometimes depending upon the slope. Okay, suppose if the weathered materials do not find any way, like if the slope is very very gentle, or if it is whatever, wherever the mass move, wherever the weathered materials have got collected. Okay, and now that they do not find any way to slide down, so what will happen, they will keep on getting accumulated at a place, right, either on the slope or on the foothills of any mountain or a hill. Fine. So what will happen, it will start collecting, or it will start accumulating the weathered materials, and there will be a huge heap. Now it will so happen that during the monsoon season, the heap will become so heavy with the because of the rainwater. The rainwater will penetrate the material, the weathered material, which is there in the form of heap, right, in a conical heap. So the rainwater will add more to its weight. Then what will happen, the whole thing, this whole mass is neither getting moved, okay, moved away. It's nothing, nothing is happening to it. It is not getting washed away with the rainwater, but the weight is continuously increasing. Then what will happen, because of the increase in weight, then what will happen, this whole mass, okay, this whole weathered, the conical shape of the weathered material will start creating a kind of pressure, a kind of stress in that particular land. And then you will see that there is a dent, there is a kind of pressure or a stress that you will see in that particular region. And then what will happen, it will finally sink in that region, in that land, fine, in the earth. That whole heap, okay, that bulky mass, which is made up of the weathered materials, will sink as it is in the earth, as you can see in the picture here, as you can see here. Okay, this is an example of slumping, where the weathered material becomes so very heavy because of the rainwater. Fine. Then it will, and it is not even finding out any way to slide down. Okay, then in such a case, when the weight of that bulky mass has become so heavy that it cannot bear it, then it will start making a pressure on that particular land, and it will sink in that area. Fine. So this process is called as slumping. In the next this thing in the next topic, we will study about the slower mass movements. In areas with dry climates and gentler slopes, mass movements occur slowly. Fine. So soil creeping is a common phenomenon in such areas. So where in dry climates, what kind of weathering is seen? We see mechanical weathering in dry areas. So they say that soil creeping, that is the slow movement. Okay, the soil seems to or appears to move very slowly in such regions. Fine. So in periglacial regions, along, periglacial means it is partly covered with snow. Okay, such regions along the slopes, small layers of soil accumulation is accumulated because of the movement of soil. This is called as solifluction. So what they say, in dry regions the soil actually happens to move, but this movement is so invisible, like it is so slow, that you cannot notice the movement of the soil. But it does move, there is air that blows, there is wind that blows. So with the help of this wind or the air, the gentle breeze, soil keeps on moving, and also because of the interior movements of the earth, right? So there are some changes, there are some movements seen on the surface of the earth as well. So layers of soil in such periglacial regions appear to keep on moving, fine, and that particular thing is called as solifluction. As you can see here in the figure, this figure 3.13, you can see that there are layers of soil, fine. So these layers keep on moving, which is not easily seen on our day to day life. Okay, it takes years, many years for these layers to slide down. So such an example, such a movement of mass movement which is so very slow is called as solifluction. Now let us move further. Erosion. Like weathering and mass movement, erosion is also an external process. Erosion occurs through various agents. Wind, running water, glaciers, sea water, and groundwater cause erosion. We will study the agents of erosion and the landforms produced by them in the next lesson. So, we will study more about the agents of erosion in the next chapter. But before we study the next chapter, we will discuss the question answers of this particular lesson in the next session. So, see you in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.